Okay, hey collective. I hope you've been looking good, feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy with good people in good places, doing good things. Doing good things, doing good things. I got several downloads. Oh, bobby pin. I got several downloads about several different people. So I was just like, okie dokie. Let me see. Okay. So this energy from what the download is that I got, it says that there's a sister that's vowing to do more spell work in the future. So there's somebody who is a sister to somebody who's vowing that they're like, oh, well, if this person does. And so I was told to pull a few cards on that. So let's see what this big group of cards has to say here about the sister who's vowing to do more spell work in the future. Ooh. Anything else for this? All right. All right. Right now, this sister is suffocating in stress and worry, and they can't sit still. So that's why they're vowing. Like, that's why they're so upset. It's one of those, well, if this person does this, and I promise you, when I get out of jail, because that's what it is. Like, they're vowing something in the future because they know they're in trouble already. I promise you, when I get out of jail, because there's no way out for this person. Other than through. There's no way out other than through. FTC, so maybe there's some type of financial crimes that this person has been involved in. BPCG, all of the above. I don't know what that means. Due to the nature of the crimes. So this sister energy is involved in some RICO crimes. There's other people that have been involved as well. Everyone involved by word, deed, thought, or action is being thrust into their intent for you real time. So if this sister was trying to get you involved in some type of, like, I don't know, some financial crimes or trying to use your identity or something like that, or defamate your character by putting you in crimes and then reporting them. So committing crimes in your name and then reporting the crimes to law enforcement. And that's considered defamation of character too. But that's the smallest that this person has to be concerned about. Maybe it was like there was this long period of false light. So this person was, misleading others, misguiding others. This person right now is their own worst enemy. They need to let go of the past. So right now you're your worst enemy. You need to let go of the past, sweetheart, whoever this is. Yeah, it's time to move. It's time to move on. It's time to, wow. And it's just giving some like forewarning, like keep your confidence in the fact that you can move through this without, this is definitely somebody related to you. But this person needs to figure out like themselves. This person needs to have confidence that like while they're in prison, because that's what I'm hearing. Like if you've committed crimes in the FTC, and if it's in the energy that I'm getting here, so let me just get another set of cards. I want to see what they actually did. Okay. All right, what did this person do? What did this person do? What did this sister do? Clearly there's financial crimes. So what kind of financial crimes? I wrote it out, like I sounded it out here. I spelled it out even. But what kind of, tell us more about these financial crimes or whatever this, oh my gosh. They are trying to get away with it, whatever it is. So right now it looks like this person is trying to get maybe some travel, maybe they did some traveling or something that's coming back to them, or maybe they did some things like in your name, but they paid for their own travel with it. And so that's another piece of the receipts that's coming back. It's kind of like, okay, but your sister didn't take the flight. Why would your sister take a flight? Like, why would your sister go through all the trouble to commit these crimes, but then never spend the money? That's what's being asked. It's like, we've looked at the reality of like where your sister goes, what she does, how she spends her money. We've, look through every record, and we can't see anywhere where she's actually used or had access to these funds. But we do see where you and other family members have had access to these funds and traveled and went here and there. Right after, the crimes were being committed, you go on vacation and then you come back and you report it. They're finding all of this out. Oh my gosh. Maybe even someone had stuff in their car, or maybe like a couple times they did some rental cars. I'm getting somebody got caught up though. That's what I'm like mostly laughing at, or like curious about, is like, how did they get caught up? Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Spirit brought that out real quick. So they maybe said something about like, oh, my sister's always trolling me and trying to, like, I guess maybe they said that the sister, the good sister, was trying to get back in their good graces, right? Like, apparently you guys had some out, and, maybe all the other family members agreed, like, oh yeah, they were on the outs, and the sister, was trying to, find a way back in, and that's why they kept, but it's like, well, why wouldn't this person give them the money and go with them? Like, why wouldn't they go on the trip with them if they're trying to rekindle a sister relationship? And then they said, well, because she did all of this and this and this. And so there's some energy about like a trolling. I don't know if they said that you were trolling them or if they were trolling you, and it was backtracked. But somewhere, somehow, something about somebody trolling somebody wasn't true. I'm so caught up, got me feeling it. So now this person, the sister, is probably sick because whatever these games were that they played, whatever way they tried to crush your image, because it's like you are this Cupid energy, and they tried to come in and be this. This person may even be taller. Like, this may be, if you have multiple siblings, this person may be taller than you. Maybe that's the problem. Like, maybe you're more, feminine, or maybe this sister is the oldest and she feels like she's supposed to be the apple of the family's eye or whatever. Ooh, wow. Ooh. So the fact that this information was like made aware, like the fact that this information came out so quickly, like that they put the dots together so quickly, because this is a microwave dinner. Like, they didn't put this whole thing together. Okay. The fact that they put this whole thing together about this virtual reality, like, well, in reality, what was actually happening. So it's like whatever they were trying to claim, they're like, no, what actually happened is, and that's got this person in a lot of danger. Danger. Get on the floor. I feel like somebody is in trouble. Been so long. Because maybe they've been up to this for like several years. Like, maybe this is something. They are sick to their stomach, because maybe they had gotten away with so much stuff for so long, and it's like, okay, well, if they have been spending all this time backtracking to find everybody involved, then that explains why it's went on so long. That explains exactly why they were getting away with whatever they thought they were getting away with. Like, whatever they were allowed to do, it's clear to them, like, oh, we were allowed to do this for so long because they was just collecting more evidence and making sure they had these, all the dots. They was measured twice, cut once. Listen, put your case together twice, you know what I mean? Connect all your dots twice, convict once. And again, who goes and tells people, yeah, remember that stuff I got you involved in, or I remember that such and such I asked you to help with, or remember when I told you about, this such and such, remember when you helped me with the da-da-da-da-da-da? Yeah, well, I've been in court for the last year about that. Who tells you this? Who? It usually has to hit the media, the news media, the resource, the sources, before someone, actually admits or says anything to their friends. And then even then, they might avoid, some things, because these people are nobodies. It doesn't hit anywhere. It doesn't go into any, social media sites. It doesn't become news. They ain't nobody. They just criminals. Shoot, there's plenty of them. They be cleaning up the streets every day. So again, if you think that you don't, I know this person is okay. Keep thinking that. Spirit saying, just be patient too. Anybody waiting for things to be clarified, and I get that all the time. Essentially, You should not be concerning yourself to that. Like, you should not be feeling any kind of way like, oh, they spent up my inheritance and they did this and that. If you believe that what is yours belongs to you, there is nothing that they enjoyed, that they took part in, that they this and that and the other that they took for you, that will not be restored to you. God don't need that insurance policy that your grandma left to you to get you back the money that you should be enjoying. Okay? And if everybody knew that you were supposed to be enjoying this later on in life, what time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Ooh. Oh, they couldn't even get this two-piece going. There's something about this sister's energy was trying to like duplicate you, or be, maybe they did use your identity. I'm getting that. But that's also where they messed up. Like, this person pretending to be you, when you put your fingerprint down, when you go into a location and the CCTV is on at the bank where you're cashing the check, or if you work at the bank and you let somebody else come in and cash checks in your sister's name, who do you think, they see who the teller is? And if you had somebody else involved and they were the teller, then you know they in trouble and they gonna give you up, right? I'm just thinking, people got to think about this. Like, when your friend who work at the bank with you is facing federal charges, what do you think they're gonna do? Who do you think they're going to roll over on? It's the thuggish bone. That's what I'm getting right now. Somebody is feeling it. They are so blocked right now in life in general. They are avoiding all of this as much as they possibly can, in some type of like stalemate. They don't know whether they need to move out of their place and go stay back with their parents, or they don't know whether they need to go this way, that way, the other. This person is confused. Confused. What is this Eight of Cups about? Because that came out. It came out right over this travel part. So what I'm seeing here is that what changed, like the illusion for them, is essentially they didn't see, like they saw where these people travel, and they're like, well, show them. Like, they were just, it was just kind of like, okay, if we could catch this person at least even once receiving any of this money one time, would have got the collective involved. But they didn't see it not one time. In all the time that these people were celebrating and going out and partying and doing whatever it is that they were doing, they never saw. And that brought a deeper meaning to the people that were looking into this. Because Eight of Cups also is a deeper meaning, moving on, weariness. Like, that's when the people were like, wait a minute. These people wasn't trying to help. Like, that's what the detective, like, these people was trying to actually set somebody up. Oh, what's this here? That's a Five of Pentacles? Oh, yeah. Spirit's like, oh, yeah. You see how this Five of Pentacles fell on this danger in the VR? And they're saying, like, that's what really put them out. That's what really ended the game for them. Was the simple fact that they didn't think that they were going to investigate the person that they were blaming it on. They thought that they were just going to connect all the dots that they gave them. Like, oh, yes, we said this person was here and this person was there. And then they took a trip here and then they did this here. And they did this over here and they did this over there. They thought that they were just going to take all the information that they gave them and then just stamp it good and put a case on you. They didn't think that they were going to investigate your life and their life, because when they started to investigate the collective's life, they were not finding what they said they should have found. They were like, we just need to find one time where this person has touched any of this stuff. They never found it because it never existed. That's what's got them out. Like, the actual reality of what, listen, somebody blowing the whistle because I'm whistling while I'm talking. Somebody messed up. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. I hope y'all like my music. Because I know somebody's like, she need this thing. You need to not watch then. How about that? So anyhow, and they did wait. It looks like they waited very patiently. They waited so patiently to see where they could find the instance of this trolling energy of like, where is the sister? Like, where is this bad person trolling these people or trying to get back? They didn't see any attempts from the collective to try and be in the other people's energy. That's what they're saying. They saw nothing but the collective cutting everybody off, moving away from people, getting further and further. It was just kind of like, how is this person trolling y'all and trying to be close to y'all as a family and sending you on these trips and using all of their money when they just seem to be trying to get away from you? Like at one point it was like, okay, there was a tragedy that happened. And in that tragedy, they were trying to express like, oh yeah, this person had always been around and blah, 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 blah. No. That's what they're having trouble with, because they don't have any evidence to back up what they're actually saying. The only evidence that they have is the evidence of the crimes that they committed. We can't give the officers nothing more than our screenplay. Like, we can only give them what we wrote. That's the part that they didn't realize. They literally thought that some type of investigators were going to investigate only what they told them and be like, yeah, this match up. We see them do this and that and this and that. Okay. Like, that's not how investigators it's got them sick. Okay. Listen. They have been informed of this. They have been informed of this for quite some time. I feel like this is what keeps them up at night. People are maybe like confused, or maybe someone's inquiring about some packages and stuff like, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So there's some people that were also involved, like friends of theirs that received like things that they wanted, like bought things with this money. And they're wondering if they're in trouble. Yeah. See, this is the thing. They are building their case on the key people right now. All of these accessories, they come in the 25th hour. That's when they start banging on the heads of the accessories to the crime, because they're like, okay, well, we got you. We see where you took the money from this person. And then that's when people start to roll over. Yeah, that looks like where that's at right now. Ugh, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Yeah. I feel like somebody is like, oh my gosh, like some people are really realizing like, yes, you really got yourself involved with the criminality and you really are under investigation and you really are going to prison and you really are. That part of your heart out. Yeah, spend, buy whatever you want to. This and this and this and this. And we got it's always that energy that gets people messed up. What else is there out here for this table? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. I get an energy like this sister follows or watches tarot card readings, so they're in tune and they're seeing their stuff play out. Yep. It says, this card says, do not regret anything, but it's in the reverse. And this person is realizing like, okay, even though I felt like I don't regret it, and maybe that's the energy that they were in previously where they didn't regret anything, but now they're seeing how much damage it's actually done. The fact that look at this. The fact that this whole part of it has come to play has gotten this person so messed up. Like they are literally trying to stick their head in the ground and disappear. Okay. And to try and stop worrying, because they're like, dang, that came up so quick. Like that was realized so quick. So this has got this person stuck. Like they want to stop worrying, but they cannot stop worrying. People keep telling them, just stop worrying about it. Don't worry about it. It'll be all over. It'll be all over when you're in jail. Like, what the hell is she thinking? It's going to be all over, sweetheart, once you're locked up. Don't even trip. It really, like, you should be trying to enjoy, like, whatever you have. If you have a child, you should be spending time hugging that child, embracing that child. If you have, like, luxuries and things that you enjoy, like putting on makeup and, dressing up, you might want to do that, too, because they have some standard outfits and things, like, you don't fly in prison that fly in other places. I'm just saying, you ain't going to have everything you thought you could. So savor what you do. Maybe even turn their phone off. Maybe that's what this person is already doing. Or maybe they need to like turn their phone off. Maybe if you know this person, you need to call them and tell them like just to give it up. I don't know. Because this person seems to be upset at someone that they were attacking. And it's like, well, how can you be upset at the things that you did? Like you were in this energy of not regretting anything previously. Now you regret everything. Now you wish you never did none of it. because it really is affecting everybody in such a traumatic way. But that's what they did. That's what they set up for themselves when they got so many people involved. And they thought it was like, oh, it's great because it works in our favor. The more people we have going against my sister, the better, because then it'll make everything work. Now they're wishing they sat and meditated on it. They looking at Spirit said they are meditating on it now, because they don't really have a choice but to sit and think. That's all they can do. And the worry is eating them up. Their stomach hurts. They can't eat. When they do eat, their stomach hurts. They have IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. Their stomach hurt. They have headaches all the time. They can't focus when people are talking to them. Overwhelmed. And that's the thing. When they finally have a reprieve to get their mind into a soulless place where they're like, oh, okay, they go into being mad at the collective. And then that's where they come in to getting their ass fucked up again, excuse my language, but getting themselves messed up again, where they come at your energy talking about, oh, I'm not gonna blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna, I promise you, when I get out of jail, I promise you, when this is all over. That's where they keep messing up. That's where they keep messing up right now. I dare to declare my love. Like, your love for what? This person doesn't have any love for anybody. That's just hatred. And when you hate somebody like that, you give them control over you. So you can't confess anything to anybody. You can't express that. This person can't even give any love to anybody because they don't have it. Okay, 2112. That's the problem. That's why they can't do anything else. That's why they can't get into the energy of like spending time with friends and family before they get locked up and put away. It's because they don't have any they never had that energy towards them. The only thing they like are things. They really need help. They needed help when you were in their presence, and they chose to stop on that. They chose to beat that energy up, and like get mad and angry at it, and make it look like it was something less than what it was. And that's the problem. You can't fight things. Yeah. You can't fight things that belong to someone else. So this is the collective's energy. It's like, okay, well, I can do whatever I want to. I can, even if no one else is with me, because again, they thought they were in this energy of like, oh, well, it's more people. And, better alone than in bad company. Yep. Because who would want to be around this person? This person put a lot of people. It's like having stuff sent to their house, having them use cards to order stuff, like getting them cards in their names, or sending them money from Cash Apps, or whatever they were doing. This gets so loud in my ear when I'm telling the truth. It just rings so loud in my ear when it's the truth. Now this person is trying to act like they didn't know any better, but they knew all the ways to commit the crime. What'd I tell you? I don't understand, yet I'm a genius. So that's definitely being seen by everybody, like that this person is just not well, they're just not to be, afforded any space in this lifetime, because they're just not well. So they're not, conditioned well enough to be out with the general public is what I'm seeing here, because that's the behavior of the people that you end up putting behind bars. So be it. I hope that this has been helpful, insightful in some way, shape, or form, to know where you or your person is at with respect to energies that are creeping around and just trying to cause havoc energetically, sending negativity. Later.